What's up, YouTube world? What's up, TTC? This is Born a Cowboy, back again, making another vid. I wasn't going to make one this soon, but there's this new YouTube trash talker that I think needs to be set straight. His name's, I believe, Dcsportsnonuts. Yeah, Dcsportsnonuts, and I'll get back to the reason why his name's Dcsportsnonuts. But if you haven't subscribed to Dcsportsnonuts, you really need to do it, because I was just kind of messing around and just stumbled on his page, and right before I even clicked on play for his first vid, I laughed because it was very comical. If you could take Jerry Lewis in The Nutty Professor, and if he had an illegitimate love child with, say, Goofy from Goof Troops, this is what you would get. You would get this guy. This guy would come out. I mean, very comical. If anything, it's comic relief, and that's why I subscribed to him. But then he messaged me back on my page after I subscribed to him, talking about, you know, he's a Redskins fan, so of course this comes up. Stick those rings up your ass. You know, you could stick those rings up your ass. Okay, I don't remember saying anything to you about any rings, but okay, that's fine. Then he talks about how his team has 3 rings with 3 different quarterbacks, but then he says that he don't hammer that factoid to anybody, but he's telling me about it when I haven't even talked about any rings to him. So obviously that's something that he's proud of and he wants to let a Dallas Cowboy fan know about, but he don't want to act like he's bragging about it. So okay, that's fine, but let me give you a little advice. You're not going to brag about being a team with another team in the NFC East that has 5 Super Bowls. You're not going to brag about 3, okay? If you got 3, you're not going to brag. The New York Giants don't brag about 3. They brag about that 7, which is for another video, but they don't brag about 3, okay? So you're not going to brag about 3. Now, if we all had 1 and you had 3, then you would brag about 3. Or if you happen to get 5, which for the Redskins isn't going to happen, but if it ever does happen and all the rest of the NFC East has what we have now, you can bet your ass you're going to brag about it. And if the Giants get 5, they're going to brag about it, no doubt about it. I mean, y'all talk about how we brag about 5 rings and everything, that's fine, but if everybody had 5, they would brag about it, or had 6, or had more than the other teams in the NFC East. Okay, but back to this guy. Okay, this guy talks about that. And then he says that DC sports fans are the most knowledgeable fans in the world. Okay, that's why we're the most knowledgeable fans in the world. Okay, well, I don't know. The only DC sports fans that I really know in the DC area would be like 42 Torch. I don't know how knowledgeable that is. And also, there was a Redskins fan from the D.C. area that I heard about on the TV that took a Dallas Cowboys flag off of someone's car and got his ass whooped. So, yeah, that guy wasn't really knowledgeable as far as how to defend himself against getting his ass whooped for stealing a Cowboys flag. But then he goes on to say that, what else did he say? I don't know what else he said, but let me give you a little history of the Washington Redskins as I know them. You know, I'm a young guy, so growing up I didn't see any Super Bowls that the Redskins won. I kind of started really comprehending football when the 90s hit and the Cowboys dynasty started, which I grew up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, so of course I was watching all that. But through our history of the Cowboys in the 90s and in the 2000s, you know, we haven't been that much successful after the dynasty left, okay, in the late 90s, early 2000s. We weren't that successful. I mean, we were switching out quarterbacks. We had guys like Clint Sterner in there, Ryan Leaf, Quincy Carter, Chad Hutchinson. It's funny just saying their names. I mean, it's so pathetic. Those are the quarterbacks that we had. So, you know, growing up, me seeing the dynasty left and everything, you know, I knew we were going to suck. Look at the quarterbacks that we got. Of course we're going to suck. So, you know, when you look at the record and you look at the schedule and you think, well, what's our record going to be this year? But really, what's our record going to be? I mean, we got Ryan Leaf at quarterback, or we got Quincy Carter at quarterback. Really, how many games are we going to win? There was one thing that was consistent, and Cowboys fans, we all know this. Y'all know this. We could guarantee 2 wins a year on that schedule. The only 2 wins that we could guarantee were the Washington Redskins. Yeah, we had a streak starting from, I don't know when it was, 98, 99, on to like 2002, 2003, of just like 10, 11 straight wins against the Washington Redskins. And these were garbage teams we were putting out here. These were Clint Sterner. Who the fuck is Clint Sterner? Chad Hutchison. Quincy Carter. Come on. Who are Ryan Leaf? For Christ's sake, man. And we're beating y'all's ass with these. Y'all even had a playoff team. Y'all had that Brad Johnson dude. He was playing with y'all back when he was good. Not the Brad Johnson we got, but years ago Brad Johnson. He was playing with y'all, and we still whooped y'all's ass. Y'all went to the playoffs that year. We whooped y'all's ass twice with the 5-11 team. 2 wins came against y'all. Our bitter rivals, okay? So, don't give me anything about Redskins fans. Don't even come at me, You're not even, really, I don't even consider y'all a rival, okay? The Giants are the rival because they've had more success than us the past, say, 10 years. Eagles have too, but they just don't do it like the Giants do. Giants are our new rivals, so Redskins fans, come on, man. And this DC Sports No Nuts, the reason why you don't have no nuts is because when I commented to you back, you wouldn't post it on your page. So you'll talk shit to me on my page, but then I comment to you back and you won't post it. That's another thing. That's a bitch-ass move, okay? Anybody that does that, anybody that comments, you're going to sit here, you're going to comment to somebody, but then when they comment to you back, you don't want to post it or whatever. But you'll post it if it's good, if it's something that you can comment back to them about. But if you can't, if it's something that shuts your ass up, then you won't post it. Come on. Bitch-ass move. So, DC Sports Nut, no nuts, by the way. You can just take your bitch-ass moves and your no nuts and start making Washington Nationals vids like you are doing. And don't come up in the TTC. Don't come up in here with that Redskin shit because it's weak, okay? And next time you talk shit to somebody, be sure to post their comments onto your page. That way, it's kind of even, and we can know that, okay, this guy has the balls to talk shit, but he also has the balls to take it a little bit, because right now you don't. That's why you're DC Sports No Nuts. Peace.